house. Yeah. For real, for real. My is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. With the paper, see them lames later. Can't save her. Her stepped out, now she's saying what she really think. Really think, really think. Open accounts no matter where we at. There and back. Eyes barely open. I never it once and she two. That means it's can't. But my explosive train to go. My chain it glow. Everything you see I paid for. Gang or crow. For real, for real. My is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real, for real. My is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear.
They clear.
I'm shining from ear to ear.
I'm shining from ear to ear. Stand my ground, I ain't showing no fear. I done came up like the top of the stairs. These takers, they cannot compare. I'm in the crowd with the mosh pit. I hit the stage and it show. I'm in the game, I can't forfeit. Honestly, I'ma make more hits. Hop in the coupe and I swerve the latest. She get because I am the greatest. I stayed the same and then came out of changes. You wanna know what it's like to be famous?
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They are in zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The safety, T.J. Ward, in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Play action, Flacco. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Penny, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating off play action. Flacco. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And this is going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. The Ravens averaged exactly 4 yards per rush in 2017, and that's what they need here, 3rd and 4. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll get it up the middle. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Flacco. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep down. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark and in a big way.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And that's the first mark on the stat sheet for the 4-time first-team All-Pro. How about this? Over 1,000 yards 6 times in his career and just 2 yards away in 2013 of being over 1,500 yards in 4 of his last 5 seasons.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side, incomplete to Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go!
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Forced it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long.
Hey, Roger, 5-4. Hey, Monday. 5-0.
Flacco from the gun. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. With it is Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Maybe a free play now for Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. And we'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 21-10 game. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Jack 16.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The return man, Chris Moore. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the first round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his best attributes, splitting out, catching the football almost as an extra wide receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Now the ball comes loose, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he stopped immediately there. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. Now they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, You really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage. Usually an 8-man front, that's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is Bell on the dump off. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Washington's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. Get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. After the penalty, it's Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Bell. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Being chased out left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver line.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll try to get